upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today, we have a terrific clash in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. To the air on first down. And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. To the ground with the back. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's Daniels. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Willis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Down to throw. Got a man. It's Henderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Williams. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play, stopping the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing, but he just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. On third down, he drops to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
That's the end of the first quarter. Kansas 7, Syracuse 0.
The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gonna take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Pickett. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the tight end in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willis. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Lots of running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
This time it's complete. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touchdown, Cuse. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Kansas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Under fire. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Pickett. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The give on the inside. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Gill. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They're going to run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
Time to take a shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Daniels. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Touchdown, Kansas.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Kansas, 24. Syracuse, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Willis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage.
Ready. 42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
He wants to throw it. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the route.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Fires to the big fella. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas 24, Syracuse 7.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Cook. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Cook. Oh, they're after him. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Cook. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is reeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running through contact. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Cook. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It leads to second down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Henderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking to buy time. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And I knew with the new clock rules, the clock will continue to run regardless. But, dude, how about you lower your shoulder, try to fall forward. Now you're set up 4th and short. Listen, this is interesting, right? Analytics are going to tell you something, but you get this first down, there's a great chance you can salt the rest of the clock.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How about the offense coming through in the clutch? 4th down. I'm giving you the ball back with a chance to go tie this game, go win this game. Nope. Gets the first down. The game is officially, well, not yet, but I'm just going to run the ball a couple more times, and I'm going to let that thing run out.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. A rather underwhelming start. Kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.